Alright guys, this is Silent Reach from Team Legends of Divinity. Here doing a deck profile on a deck that I hope I can be able to take to at Nationals. Try to actually get the invite in there. This is my Thunder family deck. Not Watt deck, none of that stuff. This is my own personal build. Hope you like it. First of all, I start off with 3 Mile Hunters. Self-explanatory, normal summon, you can do this effect, normal summon another level 4 light thunder monster. It's pretty nasty in multiple ways. You can bring out Shockmaster, stuff like that. I'll explain to you about the XZs in a moment. Alright, got 3 of those. Next, we got 3 File Hunters. Yeah, I wish they were supers and broken. Do their same effect as Mile Hunters, only difference is if every other married man knows she's the boss, that's why he's 100 less attack than her. Same effect though. It's pretty nasty. And of course, when you have the monopod, you gotta have this. I rock with 2, not 3, because it's too much and leads to a lot of dead draws. But effect pretty much gets the monopod or any low for 1600 or less attacking monster from your graveyard pretty much back to your hand, banish it during your end phase, put it back in your hand. 600. Next, you get the drummer. Thunder Neonians. Believe it or not, Thunder Neonians is pretty nasty. 1900 attack, but yeah, watch for effect. She will die if you have a non-light monster on your side of the field. Very old school card, and it helps me out a lot when it comes to those run over type of decks like gadgets and stuff like that. And of course, Thunder King. Oh, Thunder King. Self-explanatory. Everyone hates him. I like him. Why? Because everyone hates him. And that's why they call him Silent Reach.
One of the cards that are not meant for every deck. Not meant for every deck. You play with Murmros and you main a Thunder King? What the hell is wrong with you? No reason for it to be in there.
But the funny part about Thunder King is that it can stop Ophion in multiple ways. I love it. Oh, okay, I'll let you even bring out Ophion. You gonna do the effect? No, you can't add nothing. Salt. Alright, anyways, Thunder King. I'm sorry, I hate Ophion. Next we got the Watt series. That's really interesting. 2 Watt Cobras. When it attacks directly, this is broken. Attacks directly, you can search in your deck and add a Watt monster. It could be anyone, even himself. So that's kind of broken with him, especially if you play with like cards like Ultimate Off or whatever. It's pretty nasty. Violent Prisms, still up in the air. If I want to put a third one. Fact is pretty nasty. When he is in the monster card zone and sent to the graveyard, I can pay 500 life points, target one face-up monster that I control, and equip it. Now, which means is he's a level 14er, so I can sync with him, sync with Mile or Pod or whatever, bring out level 8, then equip it, and now my synchro, doesn't matter what it is, whatever level 8 is, turns to a beat stick because of his effect that happens in the damage step. When he attacks or if he is attacked, it pretty much turns into an Axe of Despair instantaneously. It's pretty nasty.
Broken for no reason.
Yeah, my pandemonium there, he's doing some crazy stuff. Like, speaking of turn, I said it. Another Watt. 2 Watt Pheasants. I call this the XZ Killers. Because when he attacks directly, you can target one face of monster in the field and banish it. You know, so Ophion, Big Eye, Drago Sack, or Drago Ball Sack, whatever you want to call him. He stops it. Attacks direct, you take 1,000, banish your stuff, you have no overlays. Pretty nasty. Next, we get Thunder Seahorse. He's his effect is pretty easy. Pretty self-explanatory. Discard him, add 2 level 4 Thunder light monsters, 600 attack or less with the same name. If you notice in the previous cards, they all have this. Each of them have multiples of each other. Just because of the Thunder Seahorse, he's pretty nasty. Not everyone has him, so I'm really lucky right now with me and my teammates. But anyways, Triggers off a lot of combinations. Get 2 Mod Hunters. Sets me up good multiple plays next turn. Only downside with him is I can't special that turn. So it's kind of a bummer, but it also helps me do multiple plays in that turn as well. Thunda yours. And last but not least, not gonna lie to you, it's only honest. His effect, self-explanatory. Only way you can know what honest is if you're just really new to the game, and if you're playing with light swarms or whatever. But this deck, he works wonders with this deck, especially with the whole Ma and Hapa and Sis Hunter. It's a good backup plan, great defense for the deck. That was the monsters. Here's the spells. We're gonna start things off with White Cube. I rarely see anyone play with this card. White Cube's effect is you can equip to a Thunder monster. It gains 1 for each Thunder type monster in your graveyard, so it's pretty much a miniature Shadow Ghoul. Plus, or you can just send it, and your opponent's monster gains 1,000 attack points, and that's permanent. So you can equip it to a Thunder King, make it to a 2900 beat stick. You can equip it to a Mod Hunter, make it a really broken 2400 attacker, or Pile Hunter makes 2300. It's pretty nasty in this deck. I did have 2, but sometimes that becomes a dead draw, so I dropped it down to 1 for a really good reason. But it's quite cute. Next we get 1, 2, and 3 recycling batteries. You can add, it's pretty nasty. It's a monster incarnation on crack. You can add 2 Thunder type monsters, 1500 or less, attack from your graveyard, and adds back to your hand. So you can add 2 Mod Hunters, 2 Pile Hunters, 2 Violent Prisms. I mean, you can do a mixture of the both. It's pretty disgusting, and it actually has helped me win a lot of games. I mean, I've beaten Murmurs because of this card. I've beaten Windups because of this card. Saves me a lot. It's pretty nasty. Recycling batteries. Next, we got Auto Average, self-explanatory. Recycle everything. It's pretty simple stuff. Stables, Heavy, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, stable cards. They, sets on multiple plays, especially this card, especially Monster Reborn, especially for the Mod Hunter, because I can sync with the Mod Hunter in the Violent Prism, and then Monster Reborn Mod Hunter and do her effect again. It's pretty disgusting. Those are the staples, though. And then finally, we got Mind Control and Lance. Lance is, what Lance does. Everyone knows Lance does. Mind Control, I just take your stuff. That is how it is. But Lance, everyone wants this card, and I'm not selling it. But it's a really good card. It saves me a lot of duels and stuff like that. That's the spells. Now we're gonna go to the traps. We'll start things off with 1, 2 Mirror Forces, 1, 2 Compulsus, Voluminous, Torrential, and Defense. These are all self-explanatory. These are all stables for the deck. Alright. Okay. Next, we got Threatening Roar, Call the Hornet. Saves me a lot in duels. This one, just like the Monster Reborn thing, spam all day with the Mon Pile Hunters. And last but not least, Beckoning Light. Especially the combination with Honest is pretty broken. Oh, you want to take my monster? Okay. I'll play Beckoning Light, discard, grab Honest from my graveyard, damage stuff, drop Honest. Pretty broken. That's how it is. That's the trap lineup. Next, get the extra deck. I'm going to start with the Synchros, because I've been saying a lot of things about Synchro Summoning. I'm going to start things off with my favorite opener, which is Stardust. Self-explanatory. People hate that as an opener. Crimson Blair stops prophecies, all that good stuff. Avenging Night Parcel, which I call rape, because you can change Bobble Position and it does piercing. With the Violent Prism, is an extra 1,000 beat sticks, pretty broken. And the card that made me help beat windups, Light and Dragon. When he attacks during attack declaration, he loses 500 attack. But wherever monster he battles it, loses 1,500 attack. And with the boost up with Violent Prism, it makes him a 3,100 beat stick. It was pretty broken. And last but not least, Scrap Dragon. Self-explanatory. Pretty nasty card. Those are synchros. Okay. Deck Z's.